What's going on, everyone? Coach John here, and thank you for stopping by and watching the video. This video is going to simply be a topic video that I want to talk to you about. Okay, I think it's very important, and I think it's something that a lot of people don't understand. Now, being that I've been doing this for about 11 years now, and that being 11 years of being in the gym, working out, trying to figure out how to improve, how to build muscle, lose fat, and along that way for about 6 or 7 years helping others do the same, there's something very important that I noticed, and you've seen it in the title of this video, and that is the fact that fitness is a means to an end. Now, people might be confused as to what I mean by that, because people think, well, isn't fitness something that you should always have at a high priority, like you say, John? And of course, that is the case, but there's something very important that I need you to understand when it comes to your fitness. Now, there's a lot of probably younger males that watch my channel that want to build muscle. There's also a lot of younger females, but a lot of older females and older males too that watch my channel, and maybe their goal isn't to build the most muscle, get as strong as possible, but instead to look better, lose the weight, gain confidence, gain energy, right? And regardless of what end of the spectrum you may be on, I think it's important to understand that, you know, coming from where I used to be one of these guys who wanted to build as much muscle as possible so I could look the best, perform the best, all of these things. And I think a lot of people do start out with that pursuit. And for those people, the message I have for you is don't get caught up into thinking that this is what life is about. And on the other hand, other people who are older and want to just look better so they can have that confidence and energy, also not to get caught up to think that fitness needs to become your life. I've spoken about this before, but really, when I say fitness is a means to an end, what I mean by that is that you don't live life to be fit. In fact, if your main priority, look, I get it, people love going to the gym, it's a great part of their day, but if going to the gym is the highlight of your day, I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm just saying maybe you haven't found something that's a lot more important and fulfilling in your life instead of just working out. Because if you think about what working out really is, it's something we have to do. Essentially, we have to do it if we want to live as long as possible, if we want to retain muscle, keep our metabolisms high, stay healthy, have lots of energy, you know, get stronger and all these things. It's something we have to do, and it is fun a lot of the times. Other times it's not so fun. There's a lot of times we don't want to go, regardless of who you are. But I think if you start to believe that going to the gym is the greatest part of your day, then I personally believe that there may be a lack of fulfillment in your life on something else. Now, don't get me wrong, fitness may be an escape, fitness may be something that a passion of yours, like it is for me, but you know, it just can't be the most fulfilling thing in your life. You can't tell me that your dream is to work out forever. Your dream is to lift the most amount of weight ever. There's 1% of the population maybe that does feel that way, and they go on to become these elite level powerlifters or bodybuilders. But there's a very, very small percentage of the population. And in fact, a lot of those people that do those things use it as a vehicle as well to achieve other more important things in life. And so the reason I'm sharing this message with you is because we don't live life to be fit. We get fit so that we can live life. On the road to what I thought was going to be my career, or what I would have enjoyed most, to build the most muscle, be the leanest, to look as good as I possibly could, I kind of stumbled upon something more fulfilling, more important. And it typically comes down to, you know, trying to be as successful as you can in your own right. That could be helping as many people as possible. That could be changing the lives of those around you. That could be, you know, chasing a career that you've always dreamed of, and chasing something that when you're working every single day, it doesn't feel like work and you enjoy it. Whatever the case may be, you gotta understand that fitness is a means to an end to get there, but it is a prerequisite for you to maximize your achievement and fulfillment and everything else. It may seem like a bit of a boring topic to some of you, but trust me when I say this is the most important thing. You may have to share this with somebody who isn't in the best shape, or who constantly makes excuses about not being in good shape, because fitness is a prerequisite to living your best life. Let's say you're making $1 million or more a year, so you're completely financially free, whatever that number may be for you. Let's say you are always around your friends. Let's say that the work you do every day is something that you love to do. Let's say all these things, right? It doesn't matter how good you think it is if you're not working out, if you're not taking care of your health and your body. I'm telling you right now that it is still not as good as it could be. No matter how ideal of a situation you think you may be in, if you are not working out and taking care of your body and trying to get in the best shape of your life, then you aren't maximizing every other area of your life, because this is a barrier to entry to maximizing those things. In other words, how can you have the most energy possible if you're not in the best shape? You can't. How can you be as happy as humanly possible if you're not in good health? You can't. How could you work harder than anybody else and make more money than them and move up in the career faster than everyone else if you're not in good shape? Eventually, there's going to be a ceiling and you can't, or you're just not going to last because the health isn't there, the longevity's not there, the stamina's not there. How can you have the best relationships with your partner or your family or kids if you're not in good health? It's simply not possible to be happier in worse health. Assuming the same circumstance, one person actually takes care of themselves, the other doesn't. For those of you out there who think fitness is the end-all be-all, this is a message to you to understand that it is not. Optimizing your life to lift steel and to run on a treadmill and all these things, it doesn't make sense, at least not in my opinion. On the other hand, for those of you who take it kind of half-ass or think that it's something that you want to do temporarily to achieve a certain goal, to look good for the wedding or this event or that, you're also setting yourself up for unhappiness in the future. And usually now as well, but you're setting yourself up for a not ideal situation in the near future. So understand that fitness is a means to an end. It is something that you do and must do to maximize everything else in your life, to ultimately help you reach the ultimate vision of what it is you're trying to achieve in life. Whether it's a grand vision or a smaller one, fitness is usually not that thing that is the North Star. This is what I live for. Okay, usually people who live for being fit, they kind of end up being a contradiction, and they're in great shape, they're in great health, but not mentally. They're not happy, they're alone, or whatever the case may be. So that's the message that I wanted to bring to you in this video, is understand I learned this throughout my 11 years of being in this industry, chasing that dream body. I'm still chasing it, but I'm not chasing the dream body to think once I achieve that dream body, then I'm at my pinnacle, I'll be the happiest I'll ever be, and so on. That's not it. I chase the dream body because in order to get there, I'm pushing myself extremely hard all the time. That's gonna force me to get better, healthier, get sick less, have more energy, more confidence, build more strength, more mental fortitude. All of these things that are ultimately only designed for me to achieve my greater purpose, my greater vision, whatever it is I'm setting out to achieve. In my case, it's to help change the industry, help change the world in a positive way, make sure everybody around me, my family and friends, have lives that are extraordinary. That is the ultimate vision in a very generalistic sense, without getting too specific there. That's the ultimate vision for me. And in order for me to achieve that, I need to master my fitness first, because if I can't master my own body and myself, how can I expect to master multiple people's health? And how am I supposed to help others with their health as much as I possibly could, or give as much as I can to others without first giving it all to myself and making sure that I take the time to be as healthy as possible and get in the best shape of my life? Ultimately, I think that is the reason for why fitness is a means to an end. Something to consider, some food for thought. This is not to say stop chasing your dream body. Like I said, I'm doing that still. It's simply to remind you that achievement of your dream body will actually end up typically, or should typically end up being, a side effect of you just trying to improve yourself day by day, so you can take all of that and transfer it over to what really matters in life. I hope that you guys found this one helpful, and I hope that this message resonates with you. If so, hit the like button. Let me know what else you'd like to see. If you like topics like these, drop any that you've got in mind down below, and I'll be sure to make them for you. And like I said, I hope you all enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to share with anybody who needs to see this. Don't forget to subscribe, because I drop videos every single week and I don't want you to miss them. So with that said, hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.